Hey, this is SJ Talks in Life coming back at you. I have it on this news channel. A black woman gets unalived by her husband during a prison visit. I have lots of questions. I'm gonna play this clip and then I'm gonna come back.
Sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole, but allowed to have unsupervised family visits. And one of those visits, his wife ends up dead.
Your reporter Madison Keevy has the woman's family's plea to the prison make changes and give them answers.
Love their grandchildren more than anything, and that's what hurts the most is because we got some that's about 3 years old. They don't know, what's going on. It's hard to explain that to them.
Stephanie Brinson wore many hats: grandmother, mom, a volunteer who gave back to her community.
It really hurt. She was a very loving person to a fault. She didn't care what your past was. She saw the good in everybody.
Stephanie died during an overnight family visit at Mule Creek State Prison. She was there visiting her husband, David Brinson, sentenced to 4 consecutive life terms without the possibility of parole for killing 4 men in a Los Angeles robbery in 1994.
She liked this guy and she trusted him.
What in the world?
Unfortunately, it was her demise.
According to the Amador County Sheriff's and CDCR, at some point in the middle of the night during their November visit, Brinson called the prison staff to say Stephanie passed out. 2 weeks later, her family was told something seemed suspicious about the case.
Kind of suspected it was something weird going on because she was healthy.
Her children's fears realized. The Amador County coroner ruled it a homicide. Stephanie was strangled.
It's a very frustrating role because we know it was just him and her in the room, nobody else. No supervision, no phone. They take her phone, they take all her belongings. So what hope does she have to, her life is in his hands at that point.
Her children want answers. Why an inmate with a violent history was allowed to have unsupervised visits at all? We took those questions to CDCR. They say protocol is that visits are determined by conduct while incarcerated, not convictions, unless an inmate has suspended privileges due to disciplinary actions, are on death row, or are convicted for sex offenses.
We just want answers. What could be done, not even just for the sake of my mom, but for the future, for somebody else's mom, somebody else's wife.
Hold on. Okay, I'm back. I had to plug up the computer. Battery was low. I have lots of questions. I don't understand. First of all, I don't understand why these women keep getting involved with these murderers in prison. I'm not gonna judge every woman. That it depends on the situation. I mean, if you was with the man before he went in and he's not in there for murder, he's in there for something else or whatever situation. Well, that's a different situation. But this man, this I said murder. This man unalived 4 people. He's in prison for. Why do I have to use? I'm so tired of having to use that word. He's in prison for unaliving 4 people. He's in prison for unaliving 4 people. If a man is in prison, and I'm assuming that she met him when, I don't know, I'm curious as to how she met this guy. I'm assuming that she met him, while he was in prison. But what I'm not understanding is why in the world, she's a beautiful lady. She's beautiful. She's attractive. Had a lot going for herself. I don't understand why you would want to form a relationship with a man that's serving 4 consecutive life sentences because he unalived 4 people. Look at his eyes. I'm an eyes person. Eyes are the windows to a person's soul. That man is dead. I mean, in his eyes. He's dead in his eyes. what I'm trying to say. There's nothing there. I see nothing in this man's I mean, I see no emotion or anything. You can kind of tell someone has some type of a empathy or something sometimes by looking in their eyes. I don't see anything in this man's eyes, but he just this man unalived four people. Four people. Four people. He unalived four people. And she still went on to have a relationship with him, and I don't understand why. I'm a single woman. I've been single all my life. Um I'm a single woman of a particular age. So I don't get it. I don't get it. I am a single woman of a particular age, and I don't get it because I'm not feeling the desperation. And she's not the only one. There's a lot of women that get involved with men, get involved in relationships with men in prison that unalive somebody. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, uh, we serve a forgiving God and all this kind of stuff. But it's just the principle of the thing. This man unalived four people in cold blood. In cold blood. That is a huge red flag. That flag is the size of New York City. It's basically telling you that this man has a cold heart. That's telling you that the man's heart ain't right. You can look in his eyes and tell his heart ain't right. His heart is not right. The man's heart is not right. And I'm like I said, I'm a single woman myself of a particular age. I think she's 60. I think she is. I'm not sure. Well, I'm close to 60. We're close in age. Yeah. Never been married. I can't. I don't not feeling the desperation. I can. I mean, I don't understand. I literally do not understand why women. And I get it that women get lonely. I get it, and I don't expect everybody to be like me. And I get it that women get lonely. I get it. I get it. I do get it. There was a time where I did want to get married. And even when I did want to get married, I did not settle. Even when there was a time when I wanted to marry, I was not willing to settle. And I certainly wasn't willing to settle for a man in prison that unalive somebody. Okay. Okay? I'm not understanding with a lady that is attractive. And then beautiful lady. Then she turns around and marries the man. Now I'm not trying to blame the victim or anything like that. I'm not Please don't misunderstand me. I'm just trying to make sense of this. I'm just trying to make sense as to why she would with all the men on the outside, why she would choose to marry someone that's serving a four consecutive. First of all, he's never getting out. First of all, he's never getting out. Just based on that alone, you should have been like, she should have been like, nah, you can't get out. You can't get out. I mean, you can't really be the kind of man I need if you're behind bars. That should have been a deterrent right there. How did she meet this guy? How did she meet him? Um, that's what my question is. How did she meet this guy? What was the decision making process? I mean, I know these men be talking this jail talk, telling you everything you need to hear, but I'm sorry, it ain't that much jail talk in the world. It ain't that much jail talk in the world that I can imagine me wanting to hook up with him. I don't know. I don't understand the mindset. And she not the only one. There's a lot of women that are in relationships and marriages with men that are in prison for murder, unaliving somebody. Oops, I said that word. And I don't get it. I'm not blaming the victim because, like, I don't understand why would they allow conjugal visits? I mean, men that's in prison for a lot less than that, shorter in a shorter sentences, can't even get conjugal visits. So I can't understand why someone serving 4 consecutive. They try to explain it in here. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's so many unanswered questions. Her son said that she loved him, but why? Why did she love this man? Why? He unalived 4 people. Did he lie to her about why he did it, or did he say he didn't do it, or I don't know. Did she think he was innocent? Maybe the man don't. Oh Lord Jesus. Because he could have lied to her and told her, well, I'm innocent, they got the wrong guy, I didn't do it, and you know how it is with a black man, and you know how these black men do, you know how they do, you know how they talk, they try to hold a brother down, try to lock a brother up, and you know how they do the black man, you know how they do us, and baby, I just need you to hold me down. I didn't do this. They got the wrong guy. Maybe he lying. Maybe he lied to her and said that they had the wrong guy. I don't know. But the evidence, they said the evidence was I think they said the evidence was straight up pointing to him. All she had to do was study the case. That they had evidence and proof that he actually did it. All she had to do was go back and study the case. I don't understand why these ladies aren't doing their homework. I don't understand why they're not. Such a beautiful lady, grandmother, mother. They said she did things for the community. I don't understand it. I don't get it. Make it make sense. And he chokes her in her sleep. I don't understand it. Why did he do that? I mean, did she tell him she was leaving him, or I don't know. Maybe somebody else in another video was saying that she might have told him that she was gonna leave him, like, this is my last time visiting you. I just want to say goodbye. And maybe he got upset. Maybe she was trying to break up with him and he got upset, and that's why he did what he did. That's a possible theory. I probably would have made a well. I don't believe I would have been in that situation, but I'm just saying, if it was me, hypothetically, if I was in that situation, a sister would make a phone call. A sister would make a phone call and let him know. No, oh no, you can't call a prison. Duh, you can't call a prison. Or I'll wait till he called me, and I say, or I'll write him a letter and say, yeah, it's over. That would have been the safer option for her to do. It's got to be a reason why he did that. I mean, what made him snap and want to do that to her? And now her sons and her grandchildren has to bury um, their sons have to bury their mother. Grandchildren had to go without their grandma. That's why, us female content creators on here, that's the reason why we do what we do. Us female content creators on here, me, uh, Joel's Lowell, and other female content creators on here, Sovereign Woman, two I can name off the top of my head, Sheila True Love. This is the reason why we do what we do. Now I talk about other things. I'll just talk about that, but we come on here and we try to school you ladies. I mean, like I said in another video, us older ladies can get got too. In this case, this is an older lady. And so that's why we try to educate women, and it's so important to tell women that it's okay to be single. It's okay. It's okay to be single. We need to stop telling women that they have to have somebody. that they're no good unless they got a man, or they ain't no good unless they have a husband. We got to stop telling women that. It's got to be some way we can get through to women of all ages that you don't have to have a husband to have worth. God says you're worthy. God says you're worthy. I don't have to have a husband to say that I'm worthy, to feel like I'm worthy. God says I'm worthy. God is the one that gives me my worth. That tells me my worth. God says I'm worthy. I'm valuable. I don't have to have a husband to have a sense of worth. And somehow I'm so grateful for social media because I don't know what's going on with that phone. Because hold on just a second. Hold on. That was my grandson's phone going off. But I just, you know what I'm saying? I thank God for social media because we're letting women know that it's okay to be single. It's okay to not be married. It's okay, ladies. You don't have to be married to to have a sense of worth, to feel value. You don't. And I was so happy when I finally realized that because for years I thought I had that same mindset. I thought I needed to be married to be worthy or to because society tells us that. Society is the one that tells us that. You know, you're nothing without a man. I didn't go that far to think that I wasn't nothing without a man, but I thought that I needed a man to be happy at one time. And when I finally came to that it was like a weight lifted off of me when I realized, hey, I can live a fulfilled life without a man. I don't have to have a man to be happy. It was like a weight being lifted off of me somehow. And I said, I love social media because we're getting that message out to ladies that it's okay. It's okay. If people telling you not worthy because you don't have a husband, that speaks more about what's going on with them than you, because it's not true. They're the one with the problem. Because it's not true. Okay. Our worth is in Christ, not having a husband. Okay. And it's really sad that it's still, even women when they get to a particular age, they still have that mindset that they just have to have a man. You know, they have to have a man. And it's sad. It's really sad. So I'm happy to be in the place that I am. A lot of other women are coming to that, but we still got work to do because we need to. We're still, black women are getting unalived in large numbers. This is a very unusual case because it happened on prison grounds, and there was nobody there to protect her. It's really sad. My heart and prayers and condolences go out to her family. It's just really sad. This is a very unique case because it did happen on prison grounds. And she had no protection. You know, it's really sad. I just think that she didn't use a course of wisdom. And I'm sure her sons tried to warn her and everything, but they said she loved them. But why? Why did she love this man? Why? Boy, he was doing some serious jail talking. That's why I call it jail talk. Telling a woman everything she wants to hear. He was doing some serious jail talk. And he must have was laying, excuse my French, but he must have was laying some pipe. But it ain't that much pipe in the world. It ain't that much pipe in the world. It's overrated. It's really overrated. I've been abstaining many years, and you know what? It's overrated. The pipe ain't what it's cracked up to be. It ain't. It ain't worth it. Ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Well, a lot of these men are not worth it. They're not worth it. So the work is not done. Us ladies on social media, the work is not done. We got to keep talking. We got to keep talking and getting the message out there and letting ladies know it is okay to be single. It's okay. You don't have to have a man to have a self worth, to be worth, to feel worthy. You don't have to have a man to be happy. We still got work to do. I just hate this. I just hate situations like this. This is heartbreaking. Hit me up in that comment section. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know if you have some of the same questions that I have. Yeah, let me know. It's just really sad. Let me know what your thoughts are on this until the next video. And hit that like button. Hit that like button. I'm trying to get monetized. I've just applied again for monetization. So hit that like button so that pushes that algorithm up. So um, hopefully this time YouTube will cut me some slack and monetize me. All right. I'll see you guys later. Be blessed.